How you doing? This is all gonna switch, and I'm gonna show you this one here. It happened yesterday, and I stumbled ass backwards into something, and it kind of went south. Turns out a lot of people are talking about it. I see more than one channel. I'm not. I'm not gonna put it in the title and the thumbnail it gave me. I wasn't happy with it. Actually, showed the symbol in the thumbnail, and I don't actually support these ideas. But I stumbled across it by accident, and I thought I'd share it with you. But it gets pretty extreme. I'm just warning you now, and we'll go from there. Once it's done, I'll be back. All right, hey, I'm getting ready to wrap it up for the day, but hey, I hope I made a couple people hungry with my food pitch, even though I find it unrealistic that you probably be coming to visit. But hey, if you're in the neighborhood, look us up. It actually is worth your time. Uh, had a blocked one. We did Arch Enemy, A Million Suns. It was blocked to 77% of the audience. I think the Japanese audience was allowed to view it only in some obscure places. Which really, as much as it should make me depressed, that'd have been, I think, number 7 for the day. Well, it still exists. It'll go up to Patreon tomorrow. It shows me where some of the views come from. That's actually interesting to realize that they, from around the world. Now, there we go. Jimmy Barnes, I'm going to guess that's 1%. Yeah, the Russians they don't get to see anything ever. That's the deal. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. That's what it is. It's always that. And it's only because I got a couple Russian guys that are going to do some videos with me. But they just happen to live by the bar I work. I mean, it's one of those. Well, good for immigration, right? Hey, I'm just, it so happens that's what I have access to. And with Igor Krutoy and his work with Dimash and Miss Fabian, with Diana Antigonova, I had a lot of opportunity to visit that area musically. And yeah, no, screw them. They're all evil now. It's funny how that works, how the algorithm picks and chooses. I don't know if it'll come up or not. Erica and is that the Amoebas? Um, I was reading one of her posts, and I could just go there and find it, but yeah, it's gone now. It hasn't. But she's really talking about the algorithm and it's swaying her channel, and basically it just demonetizes her, but not demonetize her, but basically just drops her out of the chance of. But hey, they got at least they'll advertise some games. Anything to generate some probably in-game currency, I bet. Well, long story short, I had some stuff blocked. Hey, I was just talking about Danzig Sideburns from the. Uh-oh. What did he do? Let's find out what Danzig did. Rock feed. I'll subscribe. Danzig sparks outrage over Black Sun symbol. We've been ranting and raving about some of the dark sides of things. Let's see. What is it? Did he go overboard with his love of the Luciferian lifestyle?
Glenn Danzig has once again found himself in the midst of some controversy, this time stemming from his recent performance on March 29th at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, California. Now, following a number of fans showing up at his merch booth and seeing an item that was on sale, many of them quickly took to social.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I was just ranting about this. Now, our little Russian nephew and the fans of, let's say, Igor Krutoy and the musicians he worked with, we never, ever stumbled ass backwards with this problem. The support and flag waving members of the community who would like me to support the war effort in a certain community, they really miss out on how many of those soldiers got this patch on their uniform. Like, that was a real thing. Ballsy on him to let his merch people just be like that. That, like, hey, Danzig merch people and Kanye's people should hook up. Looks like they're looking for the same target audience.
Social media to label Danzig a Nazi. Now, the symbol that is used in a
There we
piece
go.
of
We're
merch.
done. Good. Can I unsubscribe? Here's the problem. If you have to block all that shit out and you can't have a real conversation, then maybe our channel shouldn't go anywhere. We should all realize we're screwed and give up. And find it, I should just go to Rumble. Just start over from the get-go. Because here's the problem. If I had a bunch of friends that died from suicide, I'll be damned if I can't talk about them dying from suicide. The fact that I said that word twice should not be an algorithmic hit, because where's the context? You can't tell me that there are viewers so weak and so soft that a single word might make them do something. Then it's certainly not the fault of the word. And I gotta think that Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne, and other musicians went through this. I would believe it's a problem with the courts and the censors. So, if you can't acknowledge it as a fucking Nazi symbol found on a ton of Ukrainian military uniforms and then co-opted by Danzig merch team to be cheeky and cute, then fuck you. You shouldn't be able to get money, get paid, or have a fucking program. Because this is our problem. Pretending that being cautious so the fucking easily offended can participate too. Not too bad. Now, do I think it's a stupid idea? Gosh, if you can't tell from context, you must be as naive as the algorithm. But I'd like to call shit for what it is. Don't steal money from me and support the same assholes that fly these symbols and then tell me when an artist does it, it's problematic. But when the military that you support does it, it's cool. You lose me there. And then you really lose me when you can't actually make a reference to something like a word. Are you kidding me? What about context? At no point have we told you to support the evil sons of bitches who support and fly these colors. Never once. In fact, the channel has 5,000 different opportunities to find you a chance to stumble ass backwards on me saying, hey, don't even know where the secret rallies take place. Never stumbled across this once. But I have indicted the satanic undertones in music since we started. The Luciferian imagery, any sort of Nazi imagery or problems. In fact, someone thought they were cute and put a sun symbol on the wall behind a lip bata. Just a little guitarist sitting there jamming in an old schoolhouse. Someone scratched a sun symbol in the wall, thought they were witty. I tend to be observant, so I saw it right away. And I commented on it because it turns out the same people who want to cry about all this stuff seem to be the ones we find scratching it into the sides of Teslas. I'm guessing these people are just idiots and don't actually do good background searches when they pull up controversial evil, or instead of the left-leaning opinion on it all and its inability to let's say the word Nazi, maybe it goes back farther and it is also an ancient sun symbol, keeping in mind that sun worship would be the biggest faith the planet has ever had. And then if you want to go down the rabbit hole of astro, what is it? Astro, the fuck's that? Where the parade of stars and constellations tell the story. The whole astrotheology. That's what I was trying to come up with. There was astrotheology, and yeah, I can't think of the name.
Mumford and Sons return live across.
They don't want anything to do with fame.
Yeah, I admit I was on my high horse at this moment, but I watched both the Oliver Stone documentaries on the basically coup in Ukraine, and some of the weird, let's just say weird things that happened going up to it all. I am not saying there's good guys on any side of anything. So first and foremost, this isn't a celebration of one side or an indictment of another. It's an indictment of all bullshit slung to us that covers up all the minute details that actually give nuance to the story, explaining it correctly where proper decisions can be made. I, on a channel for many years, have bitched and complained about the hearts and minds stuff. I'm tired of the hearts and minds stuff. That's the exact triggering item the merch people over there at Danzig's crew did. They're just fucking with the hearts and minds of the populace. Because we associate things with certain things and certain ideas a certain way. Boom! Me, censorship, getting me all triggered. For others, it's propagandized atrocity. When I believe atrocity exists at all times, at all places, and bam, once again, let's go talk about the cobalt mining. You just pick your despair, I guess. But just because the media tells me I'm supposed to be outraged doesn't make that true. The planet is full of outrage and indictable incidents. The media just doesn't have the time to exploit them all. Huh. Sort of seems like the icing on that pathetically disgusting cake. Of ex Nazi commanders and leaders in the country sort of seems like the icing on that pathetically disgusting cake. Now, none of this should be controversial. It should just be an opinion on an observation. Well, no. I admit that's where I was talking out my ass, and that's where it's rolling green and not reality. Because, of course, every side there, the person triggered over the imagery. Instead of being able to handle something as tasteless as that, because some people are stupid and love tasteless shit, Kanye being the, I guess, example of the tip top of that shit. Yeah. So it turns out we all get our opinion. We also get the right to be triggered by it or offended by it. I believe I always forget this sometimes and have to come back. It's the actions we take after the initial outrage. Right? Do we form the mob, torches and pitchforks in hand? Do we weather the storm and move on? So I am wrong there. But I wasn't wrong about some of the celebrations. I saw multiple celebrations go viral where, yeah, there's a history that is gross, but somehow that's cool. Our genocidal troops are okay. It's the other sides that suck. Like, does that not pop into people's heads? Do they not think that way? I guess no. To make your tasteless product line, make your tasteless product line. I just know who to not buy merch from and then stop listening to. You know, maybe How the Gods Kill comes off my playlist because, gosh, if you're not smart enough to figure this out, maybe you don't deserve to make another buck from your art.
I believe
And I think
that.
all that's allowed to think. So, yeah,
There.
we are allowed to think that. And I admit, it was very opinionated, and I got pretty upset. And I wanted to apologize to the channel because I was like, you know what? How do you unsubscribe? Well, I understand. And if you need to unsubscribe, I support you in that choice. But I was being douchey. And I want to own that. I also think stupid. And the reason we're here and the reason I had to go through it twice is now it's probably gone. But I saw a couple other content creators going off on this subject. And I just think, yeah, it definitely deserves to be indicted. Stupid ideas. And this channel, as much as I have enjoyed Misfits, Danzig, I mean, Sam Hain, or however you want to swim, whatever, however you say that. Yeah, if it was purposeful, then it deserves nothing but indictment and ridicule. Stupid mofos. Not aware enough of who are you trying to, like I said, the main takeaway has got to be Kanye's crew and this crew should hook up. They, I guess, do a, feature Danzig on a Kanye track, double down on your merch sales. Y'all cool. I don't go to those shows or rallies, but I guess there's a handful of people that believe people go. I don't know. Stupid. Later.